So this is your second last chapter, okay, labor costing. And what are you going to study in this? Why are we studying this chapter? So that we get an overview of the importance of labor cost in an organization. That when you calculate your total cost, so after your material cost, labor is also one of the important elements in calculation of total cost. So the chapter will tell you about that. It will discuss about the attendance and the payroll procedures followed for, labor cost calculation. What do you mean by idle time and overtime hours? And then we will also study the labor turnover, its terminology, its meaning, why it happens, okay, and its impact on cost. And then also we will be discussing about the various methods of remuneration and incentive systems which is introduced in the calculation of wages and bonus in India. Okay. Yeah. And also discuss the efficiency rates procedures. Right. So yeah. I started with this. Human resource includes what? Workers, employees, laborers, staff, etc. I had also given you thin line of difference between employee and labor. Okay, I had explained you the example of white collar and yellow collar jobs. Okay, so white collar jobs are known as employees, and yellow collar jobs are known as laborers or workers. Okay, so if you want to know about employee cost and labor cost, so employee cost includes labor cost. Employee is a wider concept, okay, and laborer or what do you call it, worker is a narrow concept. मतलब laborer employee के definition या उसके concept के अंदर inclusive है, right? So this is the calculation of employee cost. What does it mean and what does it include? So benefits paid or payable to the employees of an organization, whether permanent or temporary, for the services rendered by them. That is called as an employee cost. Okay, so if I am hiring a person and he is working for my organization to convert my raw material into finished goods, so I will pay in return to him remuneration, which is known as labor cost or employee cost. Okay, yeah. So employee cost includes what? See the important aspects. It includes wages and salaries. Okay, allowances and incentives, payment for overtimes, employers' contribution to provident fund and other welfare funds, other benefits such as leave with pay, free or subsidized food, leave travel concessions, etc. Okay, now I'll just, yeah, students just, I'm just giving this example. So, what is, say, employee cost? So this is a inclusion of employee cost. What do you have in that? You first have basic salary. How is it calculated? I'm going to say, yeah, basic salary, then allowances. See, ये जो definition है ना, the same thing I have put there. First is what? Wages and salaries. Then is allowances and incentives. So wages and salary मतलब basic wages and salary. So I've given examples. Say 10,000, allowance is 5,000, overtime 3,000, contribution to provident fund, employers contribution to PF 3,500, traveling expenses 6,000, food expenses 4,000. So the gross salary comes to 31,500. ठीक है, ये gross salary है. So even though see your basic salary, basic pay scale is 10, but after adding these inclusions, okay, see, after adding these things which is there in the definition of labor cost, see, your gross salary is increasing. तो बोलने को basic salary 10 है, but after adding allowances, overtime, employers contribution to provident fund, traveling expense, food expenses, your gross salary comes to 31,500. Okay, yeah. And then iske baad employees contribution to PF, ये same amount is deducted also from here, the equal contribution. Okay, and then if there is obviously taxes from the employers end, पहले ही वो काट लेता है TDS, tax deducted at source. Say your tax deducted at source every month is say 2,000 rupees. Okay, so 31 minus 3 is how much? 28 है ना? 28 minus 2 26. तो आपके हाथ में कितना सैलरी आता है? 26,000 सैलरी आता है. एक रफ फिगर आपको मैं बता रही हूँ, समझ में आया? ओके, या. Is this clear to everyone? Is employee cost clear? Inclusions? Okay, fine. ठीक है. Thank you. Next. So classification of employee or labor cost. So labor is divided into obviously two categories: direct labor and indirect labor. We have already done this when we did cost sheet. Classification of total cost. Okay, yeah. So who's a direct labor? Who is engaged in the conversion of raw material into finished goods? And I told you that conversion should lead to change in the shape, size, taste, color. You remember, na? Yeah, that. Okay. And indirect employees, obviously, they are also engaged in making of the finished goods, but not directly. Okay, not directly. Their engagement in production activity does not lead to change in the taste, color, features, okay, smell of shape, size, structure, okay, all that. Okay, who are not directly engaged in the production process and who are directly engaged in the production process. Then direct employee cost can be easily identified and allocated to cost unit. Okay, uska definition ही used every time. And indirect employee cost has to be apportioned on some appropriate basis. Okay, this concept, this allocation wala appropriation, we will study in the last chapter, that is known as overheads. So there I will deal with this. Okay, so direct cost so we deal in cost sheet. Okay, indirect cost also we deal in cost sheet, but in cost sheet we just add it to the indirect cost. After prime cost we add indirect cost. In that we take factory overheads, usme we add indirect labor related to factory. If there is indirect salary related to what you call admin, then we take it there, and all the other criteria. Okay, but allocation हम नहीं करते हैं. So allocation we will study in the last chapter overheads. Okay, the indirect employee cost is apportioned on some appropriate basis. So in the next chapter we will study which appropriate basis, not here. Okay, next, direct employees cost varies with the volume of production. Obviously we have done this when we were doing what we called cost sheet. बराबर ना, मैंने बताया था every unit increases, direct cost increases. So direct wages is a part of direct cost. So obviously it will also increase. Agar I am paying the laborer for 1 hour, I am paying him 100 rupees. So if he works with me for 8 hours, I'll pay him 800 accordingly. The day he doesn't come and he is not working, I will not pay him. Simple as that. Okay. So uska ye meaning hai. It varies with the volume of production. Okay, indirect में ऐसा नहीं होता है. Indirect may not vary with the volume of production. Okay, indirect में you give a fixed amount, जैसे salary. Okay, salary to your factory watchman. It is not a direct cost. It is an indirect cost. Okay, अगर वो 2 दिन नहीं आता है तो तुम उसकी salary काट नहीं सकते. बराबर ना, you will pay him full salary. He is not well, he has not reported 2 days to the factory, obviously you will not deduct his salary. But in case of direct employees, you employ them on the basis of per unit or on the basis of per hour. Is that clear? Yeah. Next, so this part is also done. Nothing else. Employee labor cost control. Okay. See, this is the highlight. Introduction may be same point. It depends on human behavior because obviously it is associated to humans. Employee cost means employee cost control. What do you mean by employee cost control? Means to control over the cost incurred on employees of your organization. Okay, but remember, control over employee cost does not mean that you will reduce their wages. तुम बोलोगे अरे मुझे एम्प्लॉय कॉस्ट कंट्रोल करना है, चलो मैं उसको 1 घंटे का 100 रुपया देता था, अब मैं उसे 1 घंटे का 80 रुपया दूंगा और उससे काम करवाऊंगा. नो, दैट डज नॉट मीन कंट्रोलिंग द एम्प्लॉय कॉस्ट. ओके, या यू शुड नॉट रिड्यूस द वेज और दूसरे दिन वो आएगा ही नहीं काम पे फिर. Okay, so employee cost control does not mean that you will reduce the employees or the laborers wages or salary. Okay, yeah. Yes, Siddhant, do you have any doubt? The aim should be to keep just the aim should be to keep the wages per unit of the output as low as possible, obviously. Then, yeah. So this is how factory works. Okay, these are the different departments in a factory. So what is the first department in the factory? The personnel department. Personnel nahi hai, personnel. Personnel means employees. Okay, yeah. It's not personal, it is personnel. Personnel means employees. Okay. So what is the role of the personnel department? उनका सबसे बड़ा role ये होता है, wait, that they should arrange for the proper training of the newly recruited employees and workshops for the existing employees. So the role of the personnel department is to see to it that when they're hiring new people, the new people have to be trained in the beginning. That is called orientation program. Okay, introduction about the organization, how to work, what is the procedure of working, what is the internal control system in the factory. All that has to be introduced to the new workers, and there should be regular workshops for the existing workers so that they can enhance their skills and knowledge. Okay, and also they play very important role that when they appoint people, they should know that the recruited people possess the requisite qualification and skills required for the job. Okay, yeah. ऐसा नहीं है जिसको मशीन चलाना या ऑपरेट करना आता ही नहीं है और तुमने उसको हायर कर लिया. नो, देन एज अ पर्सनल डिपार्टमेंट you have failed there. Okay, so the role of the personnel department is very important in the organization because they are the one who picks up the employees on the basis of their qualification and experience. Okay, and also they maintain the personal and job related records of the employees. Matlab, if you have hired someone who's a graduate, so you have to take his documents of 10th, 12th, graduation, date of birth certificate, okay, all the related documents, Aadhaar card proof, all that, okay, passport, all those copies of documents, required personal information about the employee is kept by the personnel department. Okay, and they are also the people who look into the regular performance of the employees. If any employee is performing good, then obviously he should be rewarded by giving a promotion or a hike in the salary and so on. ठीक है, फाइन. इज दिस क्लियर? तो जो एम्प्लॉई कॉस्ट है फैक्टर जो है ऑर्गेनाइजेशन में, इट इज लुक आफ्टर बाय द पर्सनल डिपार्टमेंट. ओके, Then engineering and work study department. Obviously, you are manufacturing product. तो product के बारे में you should have a proper study how your product is going to be framed, formed, making of it. Okay, so that requires what do you call it? Whichever dynamics it requires to make your product, you should know about it. So who will take care about that? The engineering and work study department of your organization. Okay, तो इनका क्या रोल होता है? इनका रोल ये होता है कि they prepare and plan the specifications for each job. Okay, that is say for example if a raw material is converted into finished goods and ये conversion के दौरान it goes through say 4 process 1, process 3, process 2. After 4 processes the finished goods is prepared. So it is the duty, is it it is the job of the engineering department to allot work according to this process. Process 1, which laborer will work, for how many hours he will work. Okay, yeah, all that. Process 2, which laborer will work, for how many hours he will work, all that. Okay, so he has to take care about all such activities. Okay, and obviously provide training and guidance to the employees. You have to teach them how it has to be done. Okay, supervision and control during production activity is very important and it is taken care by the engineering and the work study department of the organization. Okay, undertake job analysis. Job analysis, what do you mean by job? The work which is given is known as job. Okay, yeah. जैसे मेरे पास आई एम मैन्युफैक्चरिंग से 4 प्रोडक्ट्स, तो प्रोडक्ट 1 which is manufactured, I will keep it as job number 1. Product 2 which I am manufacturing, I will name it as job number 2. Product 3 I will name it as job number 3. तो I don't have to every time say अरे वो वाले प्रोडक्ट का इन्फो दो, जॉब नंबर 1 का डिटेल दो. Everything should be there on my desk like this. Okay, yeah. So it undertakes job analysis. So analysis of each and every job. Okay, job is nothing but the process of completing your product making from raw material to finished goods, that is known as job. तो ये बहुत important रोल प्ले करता है ये सब चीजें. ओके, सो कंडक्ट्स जॉब इवैल्यूएशन. जॉब इवैल्यूएशन मतलब एम्प्लॉय जॉब इवैल्यूएशन नहीं, जॉब इवैल्यूएशन मतलब द वर्क विच इज गोइंग ऑन for converting raw material into finished goods, the procedure which you are applying for converting raw material into finished goods, that is called as job. Okay, तो उसका evaluation. Next, timekeeping department. Now why is this department so very important? Obviously because कौन सा employee time पे आता है, काम करता है, time से जाता है, that is very important. Okay, कौन late आता है तो he should be taxed, he should be penalized, right? Yeah. So वैसा, तो टाइम कीपिंग डिपार्टमेंट इज इम्पॉर्टेंट एंड इट ऑल्सो हेल्प्स यू टू कीप अ टैप ऑन योर wages. Obviously unnecessarily there is any time pass going on in the factory because of which production activity is hampered. Okay, so all these things has to be taken care by the timekeeping department. Okay, so इनका क्या काम है timekeeping department का? They maintain attendance records, that is timekeeping, and time spent by employee on various jobs, that is time booking. Okay, अटेंडेंस रिकॉर्ड कर रहे हो आप अपने एम्प्लॉय का, रेगुलर आ रहा है, एब्सेंट तो नहीं है, दैट इज कॉल्ड एज टाइम कीपिंग. एंड व्हाट इज टाइम बुकिंग? हाउ मेनी आवर्स ही इज वर्किंग ऑन द पर्टिकुलर जॉब, दैट इज कॉल्ड एज टाइम बुकिंग. ठीक है, या आई एम टॉकिंग अबाउट नेट आवर्स, नॉट ग्रॉस आवर्स. Then is the payroll department. Payroll से आपको नाम से ही पता चल जाएगा. Payroll department is the one who takes care about the wages, salaries, whether it is debited properly in your credited properly in your account or not. Okay, that is their role. Okay, yeah. So the preparation of payroll of the employees, it disburses salaries. Disburses matlab it gives away salary and wage payments if they have those records with them. Okay, when you will start working now, you will understand these terminologies better. Okay, so if you want to deal with your salary related issue, your salary is credited less, गलती से कभी ऐसा हो जाता है, so you will not directly report to your boss मेरा salary कम है. No, you should go to the payroll department, ask them what is the problem and get it rectified. Okay, so and last is the cost accounting department. Okay, so cost accounting department का क्या काम है? Accumulation and classification of employee cost. Okay, analysis and allocation of cost to various cost centers or cost objects. This we will understand in next chapter when I will do allocation of overheads with you. Okay, am I clear till here about the various departments in an organization and their roles and functions? It is very important from examination point of view. So important factors for the control of employee cost. Okay, so the important factors that control employee cost. I mean the effective, it is effective. Say, to exercise an effective control over employee cost, the essential requisite is obviously efficient use of employee and the allied factors, matlab the factors associated to employees. Okay, yeah. That is first assessment of manpower requirements. If you need 8 people, don't appoint 10 people. Obviously, your employee cost will increase. If you need 8 people, appoint 8 people only. Okay, yeah. Don't appoint 7 people. Don't burden others who are appointed, other 6. Okay, don't appoint less people. Otherwise, वो क्या होता है? Then the burden is spread among all the others who are okay employed. सो 10 ज़्यादा मत अंडर स्टाफिंग भी मत करो, ओवर स्टाफिंग भी मत करो. इट मीन्स दैट control over timekeeping and bookkeeping. I told you this. Timekeeping and bookkeeping is what? Timekeeping is what? Daily attendance records of the employees is timekeeping. ओके जैसे आप लोग रोज आते हो जूम मीटिंग अटेंड करते हो, आपका अटेंडेंस रिकॉर्ड चला जाता है. ओके एंड टाइम बुकिंग मतलब इफ आई वांट टू चेक इन जूम आईडी कि कौन से बच्चे ने कितने घंटे लेक्चर सुना, I can do that also. So that is time booking. हो सकता है the lecture is for 40 minutes, but the student was not there for 40 minutes in the lecture. So through the mechanisms, I can come to know out of 40 minutes, how many minutes the student was actually inside the meeting. That is time booking. Okay. Same thing happens in organizations. You can have timekeeping and time booking, both the records. Okay, based on the mechanisms what you use. Okay, जैसे हमारे कॉलेज में टू रिकॉर्ड अवर टाइम कीपिंग, आई एम एन एम्प्लॉई टू ठाकुर कॉलेज, राइट? सो टू रिकॉर्ड माई टाइम कीपिंग वी हैव विथ सिस्टम, वी हैव द सिस्टम ऑफ thumb impression. मतलब when we enter the college we have to, there is a machine down there in which we have to touch the thumb, that okay, the tip of the thumb has to be touched there and it records our attendance. Okay, so that is timekeeping. I have come, and time booking is also with the same machine only. When I will go out from the college for my home, I will again put the tip of the thumb and it will record for what time I came in and what time I went out. Okay, like this. टाइम एंड मोशन स्टडी, कंट्रोल ओवर आइडल टाइम एंड ओवर टाइम. ओके, ये भी ध्यान देना चाहिए, अननेसेसरी ओवर टाइम नहीं कराना चाहिए. इफ रिक्वायर्ड देन ओनली ओवर टाइम शुड बी डन. इफ यू आर इंक्रीजिंग योर प्रोडक्शन एक्टिविटी फॉर अ सीजनल चेंज देन ओवर टाइम इज अ वैलिड रीजन. ओके, जैसे दिवाली आ रही है तो दिवाली आ रही है तो प्रोडक्शन बढ़ जाता है, डिमांड बढ़ जाता है तो प्रोडक्शन बढ़ जाता है. तो और वक्त अगर आप 8 घंटे एम्प्लॉइज से काम कराते तो इट मे हैपन दैट ड्यूरिंग दिवाली योर एम्प्लॉइज मे बी वर्किंग फॉर 10 hours or 12 hours. So then for those extra hours after 8 hours what they are working, they should be paid. That is overtime. So there should be a valid reason for overtime. Okay, yeah. Control over employee turnover. Okay, your employee should not keep leaving you. हर साल देखा तो कोई ना कोई नया एम्प्लॉय आ रहा है, ये नहीं होना चाहिए. ओके, या सो दिस ऑल्सो लीड्स टू इंक्रीज इन द एम्प्लॉय कॉस्ट. ओके, या wages and incentive systems. Okay, incentive systems is what extra benefits can I give you as a as a manufacturer, what benefits extra apart from wages I can give to my employees or laborers. Job evaluation and merit rating, I said na, you need to regularly see the performance of your employees and accordingly give them ratings, and on based on those ratings, इससे क्या होगा, ratings देने से their morale is boosted, उनको खुशी मिलेगी, so they will work more better for you. Okay, it increases, it gains confidence in them, so it will increase your production activity, that is why. Okay, so you can do the rating and give them the certificate of best employee award. You can give them a hike in the salary. You can give them a package of travels to outside India or to somewhere a beautiful place in India along with the family. So this is how you can give them merit. You can give them extra benefits. And employee productivity also has to be taken care of, obviously, because that will impact the overall production activity of the organization. See, I said now this is the most important part, attendance and payroll procedures वाला. Okay, ये तो अभी मैंने आपसे डिस्कस किया था. टाइम कीपिंग मतलब रिकॉर्डिंग द अटेंडेंस ऑफ द एम्प्लॉई और द लेबरर. See, correct recording of employees' attendance time is of utmost importance, where payment is made on the basis of time. Okay, अगर आपने employees, आपने laborers appoint किए हैं on the condition that if they work for 1 hour, you will give them 100 rupees. If they work for 2 hours, you will give them 200 rupees. So in such criteria, in such category, you have to have a strict check on the timekeeping method. मतलब ऐसा नहीं है तुमने उसको 10 बजे बुलाया, वो आ रहा है 10:15 बजे, फिर तो वो 10:15 से 11 के हिसाब से आपसे पैसे चार्ज करेगा. ओके, ऐसा नहीं होना चाहिए. ठीक है, 10 बजे बुलाया तो वो 10 बजे ही आना चाहिए, ऐसा नहीं वो 10:15 बजे आएगा. ओके, या 15 मिनट्स के. See, methods of timekeeping. I told you, na, it may be categorized into manual or mechanical methods. Okay, so manual method क्या होगा? What will be the manual method of taking attendance? Keep a register, 200 or 500 pages का, keep a big register, a cardboard type register, and in that write the date, the name of the employee, the batch number of the employee. Then you can write his in time, out time, and last column you can write signature. Okay, तो ये सब भी होता है. डेट कॉलम, नेम ऑफ द एम्प्लॉई उसका कॉलम, फिर उसका बैच नंबर, एम्प्लॉई नंबर होता है ना, या then his in time, then his out time, and then his signature. Okay, so this is the manual way of taking attendance. And the mechanical way I told you, जैसे we have it in our college, we just go for a thumb impression and our attendance is recorded. Okay, so there can be two ways to do it. It depends on the what policies the organization following. It depends on all those things. Okay, see, I said na, manual methods में क्या क्या आता है? Attendance registered method which I just discussed, metal disc token method ये भी एक method है, mechanical automated methods, punch card system, biometrics, which our college uses is biometrics, that is called biometrics attendance. Okay, punch card system भी होता है. What is punch card system? Employees are given ID cards. How you get ID cards from college? Like that, employees are given ID cards and they just have to swipe the ID card. So that is the punch card system. And biometrics means where you have to give thumb impression. I mean, you just have to touch the tip of your thumb. Okay, it takes the impression of the thumb. And in very good organizations, biometrics is through eyes. Yeah, eyes के through the door, I mean they record your attendance that you have come in the organization and like this. Okay, yeah, so there are different ways to it. Then time booking, as I said, how much time you have spent in the organization. Okay, like I came to college say at 8 o'clock, I punched in at 8 o'clock. Okay, and say my minimum working hours is 8 hours. Okay, yeah, so I punched in at 8 o'clock, so 9, 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, 3, 4. So at 4 o'clock will be my out time. Okay, but from 8 to 4, did I do anywhere time pass? Was I sitting somewhere in canteen having coffee, having some breakfast and wasting time? Okay, so these all things also has to be taken care of. So if the lunch break is of 1 hour and if I'm taking 2 hours ka lunch break, so all that should be recorded in time booking. Is that clear? The same happens with with laborers also. You should, अगर तुमने उनको 1 घंटे का लंच ब्रेक दिया तो 1 घंटे के लंच ब्रेक के बाद उनको वापस आना है काम पे, काम करना है, स्टार्ट करना है. ऐसा नहीं वो 1 घंटे और दे आर टेकिंग 1 more hour रेस्ट, सो दैट विल अफेक्ट योर प्रोडक्शन एक्टिविटी. बिकॉज वो तो 4 बजे निकल जाएगा, 8 बजे आया तो 4 बजे निकल जाएगा. ओके, क्लियर एवरीवन? So time booking is very important because it helps to know how much actual hours you have worked in the organization on a particular day. Okay, so next lecture I will continue with other aspects, payroll procedures. Okay, then I'll discuss about these elements. I'll discuss about idle time, overtime,